Hello and welcome to another edition of On Our Terms, a video series by AIA Contract Documents. In this video, we're going to be talking about the contractor's duty to review the contract documents and field conditions before starting on the work. My name is Mike Koger, and I'm joined by my colleague Jimmy Germano. We're both staff attorneys for the American Institute of Architects in Washington, D.C., and we work in the Contract Documents Department. As always, we can't give legal advice on this video, and nothing you hear in this video is a substitute for consulting with an attorney who is licensed in your jurisdiction who can talk with you about specific issues that you are facing. And with that, Jimmy, I will turn it over to you.
Thanks, Mike. So as Mike said, today we're talking about what is Section 3.2 of the A201 2017, and that is the contractor's obligation to review the contract documents and field conditions. Now, Section 3.2 has four clauses, 321, 322, 323, and 324. But in this video, we're only talking about 3.2.1. It's potentially the most impactful of the four of those. So just running through the language real quick, here's what it means. So when a contractor signs the contract, a lot of contractors might think they'll sign the contract and then everything they have to do is sort of in the future. It's not necessarily the case. Section 3.2.1 means when a contractor signs the contract, you see the word at the end of this highlighted section, has, that's the past tense. So a contractor has already done the following things. So it's a representation that the contractor has already visited the site, become generally familiar with local conditions under which the work is to be performed, and correlated personal observations with the requirements of the contract documents. Now, those are the three obligations, the three representations that the contractor makes when it signs and executes the contract. And it's important to remember that this sentence uses the word "and" at the end, which means that it's not any of the three, it's all of the three. The contractor has to do all of those three things: visit the site, become generally familiar with the conditions, and correlate those observations with the requirements of the contract documents. And once the contractor executes the contract, it represents that he has already done those three things. That's it. Mike, did I miss anything?
No, I think this is an important provision that you often see. If there's ever a dispute about kind of unforeseen site conditions, you often see this put back at the contractor to say, well, you should have gone out to the site, you should have known what was going on at the site and understood all of the local conditions. That's really not what this provision is about. This is becoming generally familiar. I think that's kind of the key phrase there. Looking at things like, if there are any access issues with having deliveries, does the site generally look like what you expect it to look like when you look at the drawings and the specifications, not to do some kind of deep investigation. And there's some disclaimer language on in the rest of this section that I'm sure we'll get into in other videos.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. And we also either have or we will have a video about the differing site conditions clause, which Mike referenced, which will tie into this as well, for sure.
Absolutely.
And if you have any more questions, you can feel free to check out our Learn page, aiacontracts.org/learn, or you can reach out to us at the information and contact resources that are on your screen. And if you like this video, you can feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get updates on when we release new ones. And with that, thank you.